Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got out of the shower. I'm kind of a mess, who cares? But while I was in the shower, I just kept thinking about this situation that I'm going to talk about. I just wanted to put my opinion out there, tell you guys, what I think of this whole situation between Gadget Beat 30 and Thomas Halbert. Now, you know that I've made video on Thomas Halbert before. I want to keep being a fan. I really do. It's just that little things just keep popping up that make me like lose a little bit of respect for him, and I hate it. And even though this happened a little while ago, what he did today, well, technically last night, yesterday, just made the situation worse. So I'm going to link Gadget Beat 30's videos that are about this situation in the description box below. I'm going to give you sort of a gist of everything and then how I feel. To start off, you guys know how I feel about giveaways. I feel like they're super self-serving. It's not because beauty gurus care about you. They give you stuff that they likely didn't even buy themselves just to up their engagement. They want to get new subs. They want to get all the engagement up. That's why you gotta leave a comment on their YouTube. Be subscribed to their channels, subscribed on Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of bullshit. And it's all about them. So when I see big influencers like, oh, I love doing giveaways because I just love you guys so much, it makes me like sick because the majority of them really don't give a shit, and that's pretty sad. So in this situation, Gadget Beat 30 had won a giveaway from Thomas Halbert. She shows, and I thought that she did a fantastic job in the first video. She shows the screenshots, the DMs, the whole situation that happened, and she talks a bit about giveaways as well. And Thomas, his response that he had last night just really rubbed me the wrong way. So she ended up winning, but the products were never sent to her. But you can see early in the DMs that Thomas tells her that he had sent it. But then later on, like a month later, when she asks about it, he's like, oh no, wait, oh my God, like I'll go to the post office today. And this was like a couple of months of a thing. It's not like it was in a week or anything. And it's not like she was like badgering him about it. It was just like she was getting ready to move out of state. And she's just like, hey, where I'm from, people will take shit. So like, I want to know when the package is coming so that I can get it before a crackhead does. So, it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, that's just a normal thing when you win something, especially from somebody that you support so much and you like so much. You just want to know where your stuff is, and it's exciting for somebody that's a subscriber to win, and it's like, wow, I never win anything. And she's right that there are a ton of videos on YouTube and tons of postings like all over the internet. You just gotta Google giveaway scams. There are a lot of big name beauty gurus that have not followed through. And I feel like her making this video really is, and it's getting a lot of exposure, and thank goodness she's getting some subscribers because she's absolutely wonderful. But I feel like she's creating this path where more people can come forward and be like, hey, this happened to me too. Because like she said, we got to break the wheel. And I totally agree with her. And that I have had issues with Thomas, that I talked about in a previous video, but all in all, I liked him so much, but the way that he responded to this was tweeting a bunch of bullshit and then deleting it. Essentially offering her money that was like hush money, when it wasn't even about the money and it wasn't even about the products. Like she says, it's about the principle of it. And I totally agree. Now, from the start, he says, hey, boo, you won my giveaway. I'll give you 24 hours to respond. Why? Why are you only giving somebody a day to respond? Not everybody works, as a social media person or influencer. People have things to do, So I found that was pretty odd too. because if you win, you win. You know what I mean? And so she had asked him, hey, do you have a tracking number so that I can keep track of the package just so I know when it's going to be coming? He wouldn't get back to her for a while. And then eventually he's just like, yeah, oh, yeah, I'm going to send it. But he already said that he had sent it. You know what I mean? And then eventually she gets blocked. Like, we all get blocked. So I'm so glad that she came out about this, because I rarely ever see anybody post videos like, oh, I want a giveaway from so and so. This is awesome. Just last week I mailed a pallet to a friend of mine on Twitter. She's not just a subscriber, she's a friend of mine. Like, all of us like chit chat, and stuff. It's more than like my subs, you know what I mean? Like, that sounds just like weird to me. But it literally took me 3 minutes to go to the post office, mail it, pay the postage, get back in my car and leave. Like, there's no reason why he couldn't have sent it. And so she started to question whether or not he gave it to somebody else. And if that were his defense, it would make sense except for the fact that he was actually using some of these products in other videos. So I don't believe that he gave it to anybody else. And I don't believe that we're going to see a legitimate receipt from the post office because he tried to send it. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what happens. But what really got to me was, in a live stream that he also posted on Twitter, I shared it because I think it's important to listen to everything he's saying. And what bothered me a lot was him saying that he knows about the situation, but he didn't watch her video. But then says that she came off very angry and aggressive and all this stuff. And he wasn't talking about like the DMs at that point. So I'm like, how do you know how she's coming off in a video if you didn't even watch it? We got a chance to read, all of those private messages. There's nothing about her that came off aggressive. And after like 2 months of not knowing what's going on with something you promised to send to somebody, I would probably get a little aggressive. But she was just like, hey, where's my shit? Like, is it even gonna come? Just let me know, kind of stuff, which is like perfectly acceptable. But Thomas acted like he was a victim in all of this. He basically used the same excuses that Jackie used for her whole giveaway scam. Oh, this person bothered me. Oh, they emailed my business email. They were harassing me. Do these people even know what harassment is? Because their followers are the ones harassing people. You can just look on Twitter to see some of the disgusting shit that they have been saying about Gadget Beat 30. Everything from her weight, her looks, to her being ungrateful. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's like, even though you have the receipts and you have the proof there, people will so blindly follow an influencer that they just will not believe anything bad about them. And it's kind of scary. Like, I stan a lot of people myself, but I still have like critical thinking and a rational mind where I can be like, I like this person, but this was wrong. That's not being a hater. That's just saying, as you get to know somebody or as they grow as a channel, you may like them, and then you see some shady ass shit that they're doing and you're like, wait a minute. I don't find that to be hypocritical, because that happens all the time. You evolve as a person, and people and things change. So sometimes you may support someone one day and then the next you're like, and I'm getting to that point with Thomas, because although I really like him, I don't know, the way that he handled this just really upset me. To act like she was some vile person to him and act like she was harassing him. Those excuses they don't even matter, because let's say she was. Let's say she was sending him a DM every day. Hey, did you send my package today? Hey, did you send my package today? She still fucking won the giveaway. So no matter how you ended up feeling about her, when you do something like that, you follow through with it. And I feel like when people address like drama videos, or if there's some kind of situation going on, they're always like, but I didn't watch the video. Like, they're so above it and we are so irrelevant that they wouldn't even bother to watch the video about them. But then they make comments where like, you would only know this if you actually watched the video, but you don't want to say you watched it because we're all irrelevant clout chasers, right? You know, and and that's the thing. This woman is 33 years old. She seems like she got a wonderful life. She's got some makeup skills. I subscribed to her before these Thomas Halbert videos even came out. And I think that she's freaking fantastic. He said that the screenshots of the private messages weren't in chronological order. Who cares? Like, when she would talk about a specific thing that happened along in the storyline, she would show that relevant message. And it didn't matter, but people were still saying some shit. So she ended up uploading another video. It's absolutely fantastic. You have to watch it. But she does, at the end of the video, list all of the screenshots in chronological order. And I feel like he should be embarrassed. It was never about the stuff for her, and I totally agree with that because, you know, products, getting some stuff, winning things, yeah, that's awesome. But when somebody promises you something and they don't follow through, how can you can't help but lose some respect for them. And I feel like the dignity, like somebody's character, the respect that they can have, that matters so much more than how many giveaways you might do and not follow through with. And I feel like as soon as these beauty gurus get to a certain point, they just don't give a shit anymore, because I'm tired of them using their subscribers and using their influence to push products that suck, to push their codes, and not give a shit about their subscribers except whenever they need something from you. Oh, Snapchat fam, comment this on my videos so their engagement goes up. Oh, enter this giveaway so that they can maybe gain some more followers, and their engagement goes up. Follow my lunar beauty and hashtag this and hashtag that. They are using you. And as somebody that is a huge fan of YouTube and that is subscribed to a lot of people, not a lot of the big beauty gurus, but even like the smaller ones are becoming not that trustworthy. But as a follower myself of some of these channels, it's just disgusting to watch like the de-evolution of somebody. And it's heartbreaking. It sucks because if you say something bad, you're a hater, you're ungrateful, oh, you're just jealous. It can't just be, hey, this situation is wrong and it should be rectified. And if you're gonna do any more giveaways, you better show your fucking receipts. Like when I sent my palette out last week, I told Priscilla, hi girl, I told her what day I was going to the post office, and then as soon as I got home, I took a picture of all the information. So she had the tracking number, the date that it's supposed to arrive, blah, blah, blah. I have my friend April is sending me something. She did the same thing. Hey, I'm going to the post office on Friday. And she did. And she sent me a screenshot or a picture of the postage receipt so that I had the tracking number so I know what's going on. That's like what normal people do. And it isn't too much to ask after like a month where your stuff is. And when you're like in the process of moving, to want to make sure that you're still there to get it, or that he would have a different address for you just in case you did move already. But I feel like instead of him just being like, hey, I was just like lazy, or, I ended up wanting to keep this stuff, or I just did it for engagement, I could respect that. At least you're owning your shit. I just don't think that it's fair to use like the same kind of bullshit that Jackie Aina did with her stuff. That is not harassment. Somebody messaging you wondering where their stuff is that you said that they won, that's not harassment. But people going on her Twitter or commenting on her videos, calling her fat and ungrateful and a piece of shit, clout chaser, that kind of stuff is almost harassment, not, hey, can I have a tracking number? So, I mean, I just feel like people don't, I did write down some things here, but I pretty much already said them. But I feel like as subscribers, we're just numbers to them, and we can just up their engagement. And it's sad because they would be nowhere without us. And we continue to support them through the bullshit, through the drama, through the tweets and deletes, through, their condescending, like, bullshit remarks, their bullshit excuses, using their codes, buying stuff that they fucking review after having it for one day. Like, we're the ones that are supporting this, and we need to demand to be treated better. We need to demand the kind of respect that we have shown them. We need to demand that we're being treated just like we are on the same level as they are. Because just because you have a Morphe code doesn't mean you're a better person than somebody else. Just because you have a high amount of a following doesn't mean that you're a better person or that you are even something to, sit on these fucking high horses that they sit on and look down at all of us like we're nothing. I just can't stand it. And I can't stand when I see like the Mannies on Snapchat, like, oh, I'm going to do like this contest. Oh, because I just like love you guys so much. No, they don't, because they would show it. They would show it in their reviews so that you wouldn't be spending money on bullshit. They would show it in their actions instead of telling you that you don't know how to do makeup if you don't like Morphe. They would show you by following through with giveaways. They would give things away randomly and not just to up their engagement, and not just do it around certain times of the year when kids are like off for school vacations and stuff like that, because that's what a lot of them do. And I think that the way that Thomas responded was so degrading to her. Like, she was just some like piece of garbage. Like, she just doesn't matter. And oh, she's just upset and she was harassing me. So I felt like your feelings don't matter when you promise somebody something that they won. Even if you ended up feeling like she was like a pest or something, it doesn't matter. You should have just fucking sent the shit then. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm just so glad that this is getting a lot of attention, because us subscribers, like, we're sick of your beauty guru bullshit. We just are. And they may think that we're fucking irrelevant, but we need to show them that we're not. So if that means unsubscribing, unfollowing, whatever it is, I'm gonna do it, because I'm tired of being like just letting shit slide. Like, oh, they did this, but well, maybe she was doing this, or maybe this person did say that. No, like, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I feel like I just can't anymore. Like, I want to support Thomas. I do. I think he's talented. It's just like, this shit has to fucking stop. I would have much rather have had him say, I got busy and just fucking blew her off, than make her out to seem like she's some crazy lady. You know what I mean? It's disrespectful, and I mean, it's quite disgusting. And I mean, there are some people that stan him so hard that you could put all of this information in front of them and they just wouldn't believe it. Oh, the screenshots are photoshopped and this happened. Well, she was bothering him. She was ungrateful. But what did she have to be grateful for? Like she said, like, that she won nothing. I mean, come on, it's okay to still support people, but be critical of them. It doesn't mean that you are a hater or you're jealous. You just want these people to be better, to act like fucking human beings, to treat people how they want to be treated. It's nothing like, just plain hating somebody. It matters, we matter. And I think that the more videos that come out like this, and the more people actually listen, maybe we'll have some change in the beauty community, because it is fucking ugly. It just is. And I'm just fed up with it, And I know Beauty Truth Sleuth is going to make a video on this. And as soon as she does, I'm going to link it in the description box, because she does such thorough, amazing videos that, she'll probably find out some things that I don't know. This is still kind of early on in this whole thing, but I'm tired of the fucking foolishness. I just am. And I think that we should all be. So thank you for listening to me rant very early in the morning. I just wanted to share my feelings. It's my opinion. It's okay if you disagree with me. I'm not going to think that you hate me just because of that, because I'm a rational human being. Feel free to leave your comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, probably my slaying shade on myself, and follow me on Twitter if you feel like it. Thanks for watching and subscribing, guys. Love and hugs. Bye.